How the time has flown. It feels like the new year has just started, and now look, we are at the start of the third month of 2023. With February behind us, it is time to look forward to the future of turn-based games releasing on the Nintendo Switch from March onwards. So here are some of the games to look out for in 2023 on Switch. Let's go! This was on the list last year as a game to look forward to in 2022, but as we all know, the game had been delayed last minute. It is understandable of course, but still a blow to most gamers looking forward to the game. Luckily, with the recent Nintendo Direct, Nintendo finally announced the new release date, which happens to be just over a year from its original April 8 release date in 2022. If you've been waiting for a new game in the Advance Wars series, the wait won't be long, provided there is another delay as the game releases on April 23 worldwide. Etrian Odyssey is one of those games you either played or didn't play on the DS. If you did, you love it. If you didn't, you had no idea what the fuss was about. I feel in the latter crowd for two reasons. One, the game was hard to find after some time, and two, there were so many good DS RPGs, especially turn-based RPGs, that it was impossible to keep track of all of them. What makes this collection great is Atlus has added extra content from their other games which weren't available in the original games, like costumes from the Persona games and others. Whether you played the games or not on the DS, you can look forward to the collection or each game individually from June 1. Okay, I know this isn't technically a game per se. The announcement that Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games are now on the Switch adds a lot of possibilities for classic turn-based games to be played on the Switch, including most of the old Pokémon games everyone has been dying to play and more. While they haven't been announced yet, turn-based lovers can at least look forward to playing Fire Emblem and Mario & Luigi Superstars. The Game Boy and Game Boy Advance emulators are out now, but games will be released at least once a month. With the release of Cold Steel 4, you would think the series would have run its course by now. Lucky for fans of the series, there are more games in the series. Next game, Trials into Reverie, takes place after Cold Steel 4 and gives players not one, not two, but three story arcs to follow, giving them what sounds like the longest game in the series. If you've been waiting for the next spot in the Legend of Heroes series, there isn't long to wait as the game releases July 8. One thing we did get a lot of at the recent Nintendo Direct were announcements for remasters. One was Baten Kaitos Games, the GameCube deck building classic from the studio that made Xenoblade Chronicles. If you were one of the lucky people that played this on the GameCube, then you know why this is big news, as both games are classics that were hard to find. Hopefully, with this new digital release, more gamers can give it a go. Baten Kaitos doesn't have a solid release date yet, but when we get one, we will let you know right here. What if you had only 1 month until the world ended? What would you do with that time? What if you could also manipulate time? Loop 8 Summer of Gods is a coming-of-age RPG about summer, school life and hanging with friends. It is also a game about time, saving the world and beautiful scenery. It sounds like a good holiday with the end of the world vibes, which I am all for. Loop 8 Summer of Gods is a new RPG, but from everything I've seen so far, this is a hidden gem to watch out for when it releases June 7. If you like old school type RPGs with a new coat of paint, Sea of Stars is a game that that must be on that wishlist and pre-order already. No questions asked. Bonus points if you like The Messenger, as this is technically a prequel to that game, and yes, that's that awesome ninja platforming game I'm talking about, and not some turn-based RPG with the same name. This turn-based prequel to that awesome platforming game, The Messenger, releases on August 29. Mato Anomalies is an immersive turn-based RPG that invites players to explore the fantastical neo-futuristic city of Mato. Take on the role of two unique protagonists, the private detective Do and the fierce exorcist Gra. As you navigate Mato, you'll encounter a diverse cast of characters, each with their own motivations and desires. From unlikely alliances with fellow misfits and band together to take down the enemies threatening the city. With a unique shared health system and dual talent combat strategy, you'll need to carefully plan each move and make the most of your skills to succeed. If you like futuristic cyberpunkish type games, you may need to wishlist this before it releases on March 11. Honestly, I haven't played a game in this series yet, but with it now on the 7th game in the mainland series and many spin-offs to count, I'm happy to see it's still going strong. Will this be the first one I play? Who knows, but I do know that this Gaia 7 is one to watch out for, especially if you are a fan of the series. This Gaia 7 doesn't have a solid release date yet, but it is expected to be released sometimes in 2023. I'm unsure if this is coming out this year, but as of the time of writing, it is still expected for release. With saying that, as a fan of Advance Wars and the Metal Slug games, this is one I've been looking forward to for a while, maybe longer. If you are an Advance Wars fan and up finishing Reboot, this might be one to keep an eye on, that is, if it releases this year. Metal Slug may release this year, but don't hold your breath. This video ends here. Let me know what you think about these games in the comments below. Remember to hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and also consider supporting me through all my pages. Wish you the best. Ciao!